For ages people have wondered what was around before the Big Bang. It's a question that messes with our heads and pushes the limits of what we know. Imagine standing at the very beginning, staring into nothing and wondering what was there before our universe popped into existence. With the Big Bang, there was a moment that started time, space, and everything else. But was there anything before that moment? Was it just empty, or was there something we can't even imagine? As we dig into this, science takes us on a wild through theories that make us rethink everything. Brian Cox, a physicist who knows a lot about the universe, thinks something really weird might have been there before the Big Bang. He wants us to rethink what we believe about reality, time, and space. We're going to check out the science, the ideas, and the strange mysteries that might tell us what happened before everything else. We'll talk about cosmic inflation, quantum stuff, dark energy, and even the multiverse. What we find might surprise you and maybe even change how you see our place in the huge cosmos. Get ready for it, into a place beyond imagination where the unknown scares researchers. Let's look at what might have existed before the Big Bang and why these ideas mess with what we thought was true. To understand what could have been there before the Big Bang, we need to understand what the Big Bang actually was. Scientists say it was the moment when the universe was super hot and dense, and then it quickly grew, creating all the stuff, energy, and forces we know. When we look at the stars at night, we see proof of this hot start, with galaxies moving away from a center point. But why did it happen, and was there anything before this hot, dense start? According to cosmic inflation, there was a before, and it wasn't empty. Cosmic inflation says that before the Big Bang, the universe was cold, empty, and huge, like a giant nothing. But this nothing wasn't really empty. It had a ton of energy that made space grow super fast. This process, called inflation, happened so fast that it set the for everything that followed in a flash. Space grew at crazy speeds until it slowed down, and the energy changed into matter, particles, and the forces we know as the Big Bang. But what was this energy like? Why did it suddenly make the universe inflate, and why did it stop? Scientists think that this cosmic inflation created different areas of the universe, each with its own Big Bang. Each area represents a universe, including ours. This idea is called the inflationary multiverse, and it says that there could be a bunch of Big Bangs and universes. Our universe is just one of them. This huge idea messes with our understanding of the universe and makes us wonder what else is out there. The idea of nothingness before the Big Bang is still just a theory, at least for now. Even if you took away all the energy, particles, and light from the universe, it still wouldn't be totally empty. Our universe has dark matter, dark energy, quantum fields, and other forces that create something. Even in its emptiest form, the universe would still make new kinds of energy. This confuses scientists and suggests that true nothingness might not be possible in our universe. When we dig deeper, we see that space itself has stuff that stops it from being completely nothing. Imagine trying to make a place with absolutely nothing in it. No particles, no light, no energy, but quantum fields and basic constants would still be there. That means that this nothingness would still have stuff. One thing is 0-point energy, the lowest energy level of quantum fields. In this state, particles can appear and disappear quickly, leaving a ghost of activity even in empty space. This messes with our idea of a true void and shows that even before the Big Bang there was something that scientists are just starting to understand. If inflation made our universe, then it could keep going. Brian Cox pictures a scary big inflationary multiverse where universes are always being created and growing. Imagine each Big Bang sparking a new universe while inflation keeps going somewhere else, making more universes. This could go on forever. This idea of infinite universes leads to a Cool thought about a fractal universe, where every new universe can make its own Big Bang. Each universe is its own world, not affected by the others because of the fast growth of space. This idea is exciting and worrying for scientists because it suggests an eternal multiverse with no real beginning or end. What if our universe is just a tiny part of a huge cosmic thing that's always growing and creating? Our understanding of nothingness gets even more complicated when we about quantum field theory. According to this theory, the universe isn't just a bunch of stuff floating in space. It's a web of energy fields that fill the cosmos and work together to make everything we see. Even when fields are at their lowest energy level, called the vacuum state, there still active particles can appear and disappear within these fields, borrowing energy quickly before giving it back. This creates virtual particles, temporary things that pop up and then vanish, leaving a faint trace. The idea of virtual particles messes with the idea of a true void. Imagine an empty universe where all stuff, light and energy have been taken away. Would you have complete nothingness? According to quantum field theory, no. Even in a vacuum, fields would stay active, sometimes making particles. This constant activity in nothingness suggests that the universe doesn't follow our rules of emptiness. The fields and forces exist, filling the cosmos with energy that stops total nothingness. This makes us ask a question: if fields create particles and particles make matter, could the universe have come from this nothingness filled with quantum fields, dark energy, and this weird force that's making our universe grow faster? Could dark energy have existed before the Big Bang? Some scientists think that the dark energy we see now might be left over from an energy field that was around before our universe was born. Dark energy's properties hint at a hidden that could have been present before the Big Bang in some form. Some theories say that dark energy in a stronger form could have powered the inflationary phase, allowing fast growth. The presence of dark energy means that even if our universe had no matter or light, this force would still be stretching the fabric of space. This leads to a scary idea. If dark energy existed before the Big Bang, it might have shaped the conditions that led to our universe. Could dark energy be the quiet behind cosmic inflation, or even the start of our universe? As we look at this idea, we face the chance that dark energy might not only affect the creation of our universe, but also hold the key to understanding the multiverse. Another theory that suggests the Big Bang isn't the real beginning is cyclic cosmology. This is the idea that the universe goes through cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. In this idea, the Big Bang isn't a one-time thing, but a part of a cosmic rhythm where universes grow, shrink, and then grow again in new cycles. This theory says that our universe could have been born from the leftovers of a previous one. The process of shrinking and growing in a cycle means that there was never a true beginning, but a series of universes appearing, changing, and renewing themselves forever. Cyclic cosmology raises big questions about time, suggesting that time itself could be circular instead of linear. If this theory is right, it might mean that what existed before the Big Bang was just another version of the universe, one that collapsed only to give birth to our current universe. For scientists, this theory is a good way to answer the question of where everything came from, saying that there isn't one. Instead, the cosmos has always existed in some form, going beyond our ideas of time and existence. Primordial gravitational waves are another interesting idea that might hold clues about what existed before the Big Bang. Gravitational waves are ripples in space caused by big cosmic events. Scientists think that primordial waves, if found, could show details of the universe's earliest moments. These waves would be leftovers from the inflationary period, carrying info about what happened in the first moments after the Big Bang. But what if there were waves that came before even the Big Bang? Some ideas say that gravitational waves could exist from before the Big Bang, giving us a look into a time before the universe. We know in the end what existed before the Big Bang is still one of the science's biggest mysteries. The search for answers will probably go on for years as theories and new things are found. Could the universe have always been around? Did it come from a quantum thing, a cosmic accident, or something even weirder? Or is the real before beyond what we can understand, where time and space don't even matter? As we keep searching, we are sure the quest for answers will change how we think about existence for years to come. For ages, folks have been scratching their heads wondering what was around before the Big Bang. It's a question that really messes with how we see the universe, pushing the limits of what we think we know. Imagine standing at the very start of things, looking out into nothing and asking what was here before the Big Bang. Is supposed to be when time, space, and everything started. But before that, was it just nothing, or something weirder than we can even imagine? Scientists are going way back before the universe began with theories that mess with our minds. Brian Cox, the physicist who is into cool stuff about space, thinks there might have been something pretty strange going on. He wants us to rethink what we know about reality, time, and space. In this stuff, we're checking out the science, the guesses, and the head-scratching mysteries that might tell us what happened before everything. We'll check on ideas like cosmic inflation, quantum stuff, dark energy, and even the possibility of many universes. The answers might shock you to get our heads around what might have been here before the Big Bang. We first got to figure out what the Big Bang actually was. Scientists say it was the moment when the universe was super hot and packed tight, and then it exploded outwards, making all the stuff, energy, and forces we've got today. Look up at the night sky, and you'll see galaxies zooming away from each other like leftovers from this giant explosion. Cosmic inflation says that before the Big Bang, the universe was cold and empty, spread out like a giant nothingness. But even this empty space had a ton of energy, causing space itself to expand super fast. Space expanded like crazy and then slowed down. The energy turned into matter, particles, and the forces we know as the Big Bang. Why did it stop? Some scientists think this inflation thing made loads of different areas, each having its own Big Bang. Think of a huge fabric with bubbles popping up all over the place. Each bubble is a universe like ours, so there might be endless Big Bangs and never-ending universes. Our universe is just one of many. It messes with how we understand everything, but even if you get rid of all the energy and stuff, it still wouldn't be totally empty. There's dark matter, dark energy, those quantum field things and other forces that are stuck. Even if you imagine taking all that away, the universe would still make new forms of energy. This messes with scientists' heads, suggesting that real nothingness might not be possible. Space itself has stuff about it, rules, and things that stop it from being totally empty. Imagine trying to make a place with nothing in it. These quantum fields still stay. This means that even nothing has stuff about it. One of these things is 0-point energy, the lowest energy state of quantum fields. Even in empty space, particles can appear and disappear for a bit, leaving a trace, so it wasn't a true void. One wild idea is eternal inflation. If inflation made our universe, maybe it's still going on. Brian Cox has this scary idea where universes keep getting made and stretching out all the time. Each Big Bang is like a spark making a new universe, while inflation keeps making others. It could go on forever and ever. This fractal universe says that every new universe could make its own Big Bang. Quantum field theory says the universe isn't just stuff floating in space, it's a web of energy fields that make everything we see. Even when these fields are at their lowest, they're still doing stuff. Particles can show up and vanish borrowing energy for a split second. This makes virtual particles temporary things that pop in and out of existence. Imagine an empty universe with nothing in it. You would not have total nothingness ever in a vacuum. Fields would still be active, sometimes making fleeting particles. This leads to a question: could the universe have come from this nothingness filled with quantum fields, dark energy, and this mysterious force that's causing our universe to expand faster and faster? Could dark energy have been around before the Big Bang? This force might have been around before the Big Bang in some form. It might have powered the inflation. If dark energy existed before the Big Bang, it might have made the conditions that caused our universe. Could dark energy be the one of cosmic inflation, or even the real source of our universe? Could dark energy unlock secrets of the multiverse? Another idea is cyclic cosmology. The universe is in an endless birthing and rebirth thing. The Big Bang isn't a one-off thing. It's part of a cosmic rhythm where universes expand, shrink, and then re-expand. Our universe might have come from the leftovers of a previous one. There was never a real beginning, but universes that emerge, change, and renew. What was before the Big Bang was just another version of the universe. Might collapse. Gravitational waves are ripples in space caused by big cosmic events. Primordial waves could show details of the universe's early times. But what if there were waves before the Big Bang? Some guesses are that gravitational waves could exist from a pre-Big Bang time, a time before the universe as we know it. What existed before the Big Bang is a question the search will continue for years as ideas and new stuff is made. Could the universe have always been here? Did it come from a quantum thing, a cosmic accident, or something stranger? As we search through the universe, the quest will shape our understanding of what is to generations.